Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Bad Dates Podcast. I'm your host, Joel Kim Booster, and if you're just joining us for the very first time, which would be crazy, honestly, to jump in at this late stage of the game, the podcast has been around for years. Where have you been? But no, I'm not here to shame you. I am here to explain what the podcast is, and it's right there in the name. We here at the podcast explore bad dates, bad hookups, bad relationships, bad marriages. We run the gamut here at Bad Dates. It really is a pretty open, loose definition. I invite some of my funniest friends. They mine their own relationship trauma for your enjoyment, and you are grateful to them. You're on your knees begging them for more every single episode. That seems intense, but that's just the name of the game here at Bad Dates. Thank you for tuning in. Joining me today, I feel like Charlie and Charlie's Angels because it's ladies' night here at Bad Dates. We got the Blue Girls. Very excited for our panel today. Joining me is an actress, comedian who is an alumna of the Groundlings. She played Sally Ride in the movie Sally, which premiered at the Sundance Film Festival, and you can stream on Hulu and Disney Plus. It's Kat Bird. Hello, Kat. Huge. I want to hear all about that. We also have a comedian, writer, and actress who has appeared on High Maintenance. You can stream her debut comedy special, Spiraling, on Amazon and Apple. It's Leah Rudick, everybody. Hello, Leah. Thank you for joining us. And last but certainly not least, we welcome in a comedian who is a recent new face of comedy at the Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal. She performed on the Netflix's Joke Festival, and you can watch her new set on Don't Tell Comedy. It's Audrey Stewart, everybody.
Yay!
Hello, Audrey. Congrats on being a new face.
Yeah.
I am a former new face myself, very old face.
Yeah.
Now, 10 years ago, I was a new face. So I am like your grandpa.
Well, you still look like a young face to me.
I know. Well, I always will. So, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. As always, before we dive into your stories and your tales, we here at Bad Dates have an army of relationship experts that every week comes up with a new compatibility question, something that you can ask yourself or your partner in the early stages of dating to ensure success in your relationship. And the question that we have today is something to ask yourself, really, or your partner, really. But it is, what is the biggest red flag on a dating app profile that you have ignored or seen? Maybe you're past the point of ignoring at this point. But something they have in their profile, a picture, maybe a kind of picture, or a common phrase that you see in a dating app profile that just sends shivers down your spine. Kat Bird, we'll start with you.
Okay, I'm so excited you asked this question because I've been thinking about this for a while. Dating profiles that have their kid pictures in there, like 4-year-old versions of themselves.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how I'm supposed to react to that. I don't know if I'm supposed to be like, meet them and be like, oh man, you're not 5.
I know. I think that there is because my thing with that is that you have what's the carrots? I haven't been on like a Tinder or something in that in a while, but you get like a limited amount of photos to show for yourself. And you've chosen to show a photo that gives me absolutely no context for how fuckable you are today.
Totally.
Yeah.
And if you do think they're fuckable, that's a problem.
That's
a
even
whole
bigger
other
problem.
problem.
So it really is that, like, at best case scenario, you're giving me no useful information. Worst case scenario, you're providing me with information that you think is important.
Yes.
And have you overlooked this on occasion?
I have. This is because the other pictures have to be like so good.
Balancing.
Yes, like they have to be. I don't know. I have this like weird thing for skateboarders.
Oh,
so yes. So if there's a lot of skateboard pictures in there, I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah,
and that'll counteract the child.
The child. What about a child on a skateboard?
That's even better. It's my kryptonite.
Everything you want. Same question for you, Leah. What is something that really grinds your gears?
I have never done dating apps.
Oh, wow.
Brag.
Wow, breath.
Wow,
healthy.
I know. Because I've been with my husband for 13 years.
Okay. So right around the time that they were starting to get big, but not really in the thick of it.
But I did have a friend tell me the other day that she's been on the dating apps, and something that keeps coming up for her is people that will post that will put in their picture like a plate of food.
Oh.
Which seems so
like, I'm eating,
strange.
I swear.
Like I guess it's just like, this is what I cooked. Like,
So they're still in the photo, or is it just?
It's
food?
just the food pic.
Just the food.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is exactly the same problem as, actually, I would say even less useful than the child photos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is not even a photo of them, just what they have cooked.
Yeah, it's
but not even what they've cooked. We don't know they've cooked
Oh,
it.
that's true. Yeah, it could just be taken.
And what does that mean? Like, are you a good chef? Are you into food play? What am I supposed to take from that?
Yeah.
I don't.
Insane.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is my, like, really grinds my gears, is when I see people taking photos of food. Like, I went to a really nice dinner over the weekend at a 3 Michelin star restaurant. Okay. And like they kept pausing to be like, do you want to take a picture of it now? And I had to turn to them at one point and I was with my partner and 2 close friends. And I was like, no one at this table has anyone in their life who is interested in looking at photos of this food.
Did you tell that to them?
Yeah, I did. I was like, you can stop doing that, because we do not know anyone. There is no one in my circle that needs to see a photo of what I ate.
And
how do you
that is not
respond to that?
interesting. And he was like, thank God.
Yeah.
All right. Last but certainly not least, Audrey Stewart.
Well, I got a couple. I like that. I feel like there's what if I was like, I got 10. So I mean, I was on the apps for a hot minute because like now I have a boyfriend, but when I got broken up by my girlfriend, I was like,
so you have a lot of material here, because you're running on both teams right now. So you're seeing the annoying things that a lot of different people are doing
everybody,
out there.
yeah, everything. But I literally in that single period, I was like, I didn't know that Tinder is what you get on when you want to hook up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's for straight people. Tinder is a hookup app. For gay people, Tinder is like, I'm here for love and marriage. So it's very confusing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Interesting.
But I heard that, and I was like, well, then I'm getting on Tinder. Mama's horny. I don't know if we could say that, but I was scrolling, and it was
last I heard, the FCC is not finding us for saying the word horny.
horny.
Yeah.
Good,
Not
because
yet.
it's going to come up a lot. So
I'm horny right now.
I'm actually horny talking about this. But it was a lot of men like. It's the same thing where no one's showing their face. It was like, it'd be like their torsos, and it'd be like the flash in the mirror where it like blocks the face, and it's like their just 6-pack. And when I was on the road, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to meet up with one of these torsos. But it's the same thing. It's like, what do you even look like? Like, I'm like, lift your shirt. Are you the guy?
Yeah.
It is incredible.
I kind of like that. Though.
I have on my Grindr profile, which I I'm not looking for a relationship. Obviously, I'm in a very happy relationship, but like most people have to say like face picture required. Like I have like, I can't read, so I need photos. And the amount of people that expect you to show up at their home to have sex with them without ever showing you a photo of their face is remarkable.
It's nuts. I went, but it's crazy.
I was about to say, like, luckily for them, I'm really into butterfaces, famously. So as long as I can see what's going on below the neck, I am mostly okay. But for a normal person, that is strange. That is wild. And you said you had a couple.
Yeah, the voice notes.
Oh, this is weird and intimate.
Wait, what?
Like you could do voice. Like you could be like, and they'll be like, hey, my name is Marcus, and I can sing, and they'll be like, the Incy Bency Spot. And I'm like, oh my God.
Thank you for doing a fair use song, by the way. We can't afford licensed music on this podcast.
Do you do one?
No, I would scare them off immediately. I'd be like, what's up? Let me suck it. No, I'm just kidding.
Bad dates. Bad dates.
We're going to start with Kat Bird. Now, Kat, before you dive in, give the listeners and myself, since we're brand new friends, a little context of where you're at now relationship-wise. What's your style? What is your history? How do you approach dating?
Okay, well, this is very loaded and question for me. I'm just getting out of a marriage.
Wow.
So about 3 months been out of a marriage.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank
condolences.
You so much.
Okay.
Yeah. First one. For me, I'm bisexual, but I found that like in women dating women, it's interesting dating women because it's like they're so smart, you know?
Yeah.
And
Harder
like,
to trick 'em.
So much, yes. And so I feel like I have to be like on my game way more where I'm like, oh, you know, let's talk about your dad and like just like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
You got to be on it.
You gotta they like tap into like emotional conversations like sometimes I never have with a man. They'll be like
in my life.
and they'll be like, so what's up with your mom? I'm like, what'd you just say?
yeah.
don't know about
Are you
my mom.
listening to me? That's crazy.
Were you practicing your bisexuality in the 8 years that you were with your husband?
We were before we were like in a serious relationship. It was a little bit open.
Got it.
So, but yeah, I've been gay for like half gay for a while.
Got it. Wonderful. So this is not, women aren't necessarily new to you.
Oh no.
It is, but you took a short hiatus.
I took a short hiatus, but I'm back. Oh yeah.
With a vengeance.
With vengeance. So dating women's that's been fun.
Leah, what's your Kinsey scale, if you don't mind sharing with the class?
I've always identified as straight, but I think I'm a little like.
I mean, you live in Silver Lake. It's just gonna happen.
You're gay by association.
I like a tit.
Osmosis.
I like a tit.
Just one, not both.
Just the one.
I'm lucky.
Where in your timeline does your bad date story take place?
Okay, so bad date story. I've had a few recent, but oh my God, I had a threesome last week.
Wow.
What
the heck?
Yeah,
Hell
yeah. I told Sam about her boyfriend. It was right before.
Why did he not tell me that?
I know.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Wow, the fact that Sam has discretion is crazy.
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah.
I thought for sure to get back to you.
What was the makeup of the threesome? If you don't mind me asking? 2 girls, 1 guy. Okay.
And this is a true story. I swear to God. So I've hooked up with the woman before, and just
in this
to be
climate,
clear, after
baby,
all
let's
profile picture.
Yeah, I was about to say between you, the kids on the
5-year-old girl. So I had hooked up with the woman before. And then she messaged me in the morning and was like, "Hey, would you ever want to have a threesome?" I was like, "Sure, why not?"
How did we source the guy in the threesome?
She had hooked up with him before.
Got it.
So it was like a trust system.
He was vetted,
yeah, kind of like a LinkedIn connection. And so she put me in a group chat with this guy. And I was like, okay, send a picture. And I was like, of the face. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, good to go.
Did you get any pictures of any other?
No.
Okay.
And I should have. Yes.
Oh.
But for the other side, it was
and see, this is what we don't talk about enough.
Wait, his butt?
His asshole,
His huge gaping asshole.
Yeah. Put my head in it.
Yeah. She got her ankle. She broke her ankle, got stuck in it, twisted it.
It's my new thing, actually.
Yeah.
It's on my field profile.
Yeah, we really obviously, size can be an issue in the extreme in either direction.
Right.
And we really don't address how the big ones can be equally as problematic, and sometimes more.
Terrifying. Yeah.
Sometimes more. At least with a small dick, you're not in danger.
Yes. Yeah. And now that this guy has a huge wiener, and also don't say wiener during sex talk, like dirty talk. I've learned that.
Did you tell you did?
That was
hey, sir, I love your big old wiener.
Yeah, it freaked him out.
You want to put that wiener in between these 2 buns?
Exactly.
In my big butthole.
Yeah. But when I saw it, there's now multiple eyes on me, so I felt like more pressure. Right? It's not just a normal
I mean, and fair to I've talked about this before on stage and other places, but size is the thing that we seem to focus on so much with penises, and yet we never talk about how the other aesthetic qualities of a penis. Because the thing is I would much rather have a small, beautiful dick than a large dick that looks like a yam that was buried underneath the ground.
Yes.
That
Still dirty.
grew underneath the ground. And you've dug up, it looks like a root vegetable.
Yeah.
That, and everyone is conjuring a photo of the root vegetable dicks
The root
that you have
vegetable
run
dicks.
into.
I'm literally like, maybe I will go back to women. I'm like, I don't know.
okay, here's the thing. So we get in this group chat. She schedules the threesome.
Like on Google Calendar?
Yes. She goes Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. sharp. She says sharp, which I was like, this is a little weird.
Yeah. I don't,
Like a punctual threesome feels like I'm not.
Did she say like what time you had to come by or
9:30? She's like,
No, I meant like a jack. Orgasm. Yeah.
When I got there, it was immediate.
Yeah.
Foreplay 9:30 to 9:37.
I was like 4 minutes
exactly.
in, like feeling the pressure. So we scheduled the 9:30 threesome. I get there sharp 9:30. I have a dish. No, I bring food.
You brought a casserole.
And she opens the door, and the first thing I see is this life-size pillow of Michael B. Jordan.
Stop.
I swear to
Stop
God, it's a huge.
That's
it's like
cool, though.
it's crazy. And my first thought is, oh no, is this the threesome?
Oh my God. Is the pillow Michael the third?
Genuinely, I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm going through the scenarios in my head of like, it could be worse. You know, like we could make it work.
Honestly, there could be anybody could be on that pillow.
Exactly.
And it might as well be Michael B.
Could
Jordan.
you imagine if it was like John McCain or something? You're like, I guess we can make this work. So it wasn't, thank God. It was a real man. But yeah.
But now you're questioning why she has a life-size pillow.
This
of
was
Michael B.
it.
Jordan.
Yes. Because it was his frontal.
Oh.
And then the back of the pillow was his backle. Like it was the back.
And are we talking like what in costume, shirtless, naked?
Michael was naked?
Michael was naked.
And he probably has no
I think
idea.
it was like an AI situation. I mean, it was great.
AI constructed this man's penis
It's probably-
and put it on
AI
a pillow.
can do anything.
Poor
now.
Michael's just walking around downtown
he has
LA
no
with no
idea.
idea
to
that's
alert him.
I know.
Yeah,
I
that
know.
feels like
Michael,
a-
if you're listening.
Hey, Michael.
I don't love that. But continue.
So, realized, get to the home, really nice house, by the way, see the pillow. Then we start small talk. The guy is there. He's like 6'4",
Nice.
like kind of a skinny white guy.
And it's always the skinny white guy.
Oh my God, with the huge hogs. What's
crazy.
happening? They have like a guinea pig down there. I'm like, this is crazy.
Huh. Never heard that one before, Kat. I gotta be honest with you.
I just have been thinking about it a
Guinea
lot.
pig.
But so we sat down. They had hooked up before, but she was kind of she's not very gay. So she was like, we had made out, but we never like.
Oh, gotcha.
And
What was that? Oh, nice.
Is that how you guys are doing it these days? Okay. Podcasting is a visual medium, as we all know.
Look at some PowerPoint. But we start talking, and then she's like, oh, in my home there's a bullet shot, like in the window there's like a bullet.
Oh, someone shot her window.
Which someone shot her window, and I'm like, oh no, is this like a really bad area? She's like, sometimes there's bullets that fly through the windows.
Jesus. Where were you?
In this?
Like mid-city. I didn't think it was that crazy.
You're like in Burbank. I'm like, what the hell's happening?
Wow. And again, tough week to be talking about bullet holes.
It totally. Also applicable.
evergreen.
Yeah, evergreen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so they start making out, and then he kind of puts his hand on my knee, and I'm like, okay, it's my turn, you know. So you gotta like,
It's my turn.
It's all very logistical at a threesome. You're just like,
it really is.
But I don't know. I just felt like I needed to focus on her more because I just feel very like when she didn't feel like she was like that knowledgeable in a threesome. I've had a few, if I'm being honest.
Kat, this is amazing.
I'm an alumni here.
Good for you.
Yeah, I mean, they're okay. I think threesomes are really overrated. If not everyone is like
I
totally
fully agree.
You know, like I think on paper you're like, oh, fuck.
There's not always enough for everyone to do.
Exactly.
Especially depending on the genital makeup of the three. You know, like I find that there's just not always enough for everyone to do. I prefer 4 or more.
That's
Okay,
it.
amazing.
Because you can pair off.
Exactly.
You can
Wife swap.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like with threesome, I'm like, what do I do with my hands? Like I'm always kind of, you want them to have their moment, and you're like, should I just be on my
like
phone.
a little task.
Yeah. It's like a game of Twister where you spin it and they're like left hand on tit.
Yeah.
Threesome, sometimes you can. There is the feeling of like I'm waiting to be tapped in. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you still want to look sexy while you're waiting to be tapped in, so you're just kind of like.
But then you're waiting too long and you're like on TikTok. You're like, all right. Are you tapping in?
Yeah. So it ended fine, but the reveal of the and she had seen it before. So she was like very
how dare she
well-versed.
put you in this
give you
position?
a heads up.
Yeah.
She did not give me a heads up. So she was knowledgeable in that area. And for me, I felt like I was reading like Cyrillic for the first time. I was like, okay. Yeah. And,
So this is sort of an object lesson for you, Kat, in that like you really were so focused on getting photos of the face.
Yes.
Of the face of an adult
Of an
man.
adult.
And you didn't know that you didn't know what you didn't know.
I didn't know. You're right. I was like, I just need an adult picture. I didn't realize I needed a picture of the wiener.
And are you? And this is an interesting question. Do you guys, the single or recently single folks at the table, do you ask for dick pics? I don't know how women operate in this space. You always hear that you don't want it, but it sounds like you should want it.
I don't understand them. I mean, I've received the dick and I'm like, that looks like a squid. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, I like nothing about receiving and not
Like a
you, man.
squid.
No, you should.
But it's like, no, you should.
You
absolutely
should.
should.
They're weird.
Yeah. Anybody listening in your Kia, I'm gonna knock you right now. But it's like I've never been turned on by it.
You need the whole
in-person.
totality of a person.
Yeah.
All the parts added together.
Yeah. Now I have. Now this is crazy to admit. I've never said this out loud.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This guy in the military, we were Snapchat friends, and he would do stuff on
We
Snapchat.
all have a friend in the military. Who
That's
we're
what I'm saying.
Snapchat
Military
friends
feels
with.
like that's what
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
They're out there
And
fighting.
so what was about it that you'd never done before?
Well, I've never said that out loud, actually. I've never told anyone that I had a little Snapchat sex time.
We all thought we were going to be way more scandalous.
Yeah. What the hell? I'm telling you about the gourd I'm
Like,
looking at.
that is attractive to me when they're like doing stuff. But if you're just if you're like, if-
You need to see the penis in action.
I gotta see it in action. Otherwise,
Emotion,
it's like
yeah.
just your hand and
It's
No,
kind of like
yeah.
live.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're somebody.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not going to the art gallery. I'm going to the movie theater.
yes.
I need to see the talkies.
Yeah. I don't want to read the book. I want to see the
Exactly.
movie.
You got to see the movie. Here's a really serious question for me that I have for you. For you to answer for me. Do you send pictures of vagina? Do you ever find that men want them and that women do you know women who send photos of their genitalia?
I do.
Okay.
You do
probably
as
have a-
personally, or you
I know people that send pictures of their vagines, and for me, I don't think there's a good angle down there for me. I'll be honest. I have a hard time with the lighting. I've taken pictures and I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know that's what it looked like down there.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like you're dissecting a frog.
That's
like
hilarious.
it's crazy down. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy
agree. If
looking.
you have like a beautiful, like if you think this is, I mean, mine's like a hot dog bun. Sorry for the listeners. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
But it's like, I feel like mine's like, it's like weird. So I'm not going to be like, look at this.
But we should be able to
Isn't
just
that
send
it
it
is-
though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
know?
should. We should be
Because
confident in
guys
no
don't
matter
know, we
what.
Shouldn't feel like they're weird because
Yes.
dicks are weird.
I was
but-
just about to
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
the normal, like it is crazy. They're all fucking weird. Everything about what's going on down there
Yeah,
is
every
strange.
body part is weird.
yeah.
But guys
women
have no
just have
shame
more
about it.
internal-
Yeah, but
shame.
I guess my bigger question is there a market? I suppose I can turn to our camera people or any of the straight men in the booth. Is there a market for vagina pictures? Like, is there a demand for it?
I knew a woman.
question.
I had a friend who had a boyfriend who loved for her to send vagina pics, and he would put it as his like screensaver on his
Wow.
phone.
Wow.
so I
So-
guess there is.
Could you
there is a
imagine
market
though
for
if
it.
you're like, hey, could you like pull up your phone and you're like, oh,
Yeah, you're in a car accident. The cops have to go to
Yeah.
your phone, and it's just a vagina.
Bad dates. Bad dates.
Turning now to Leah Rudick. Leah, you alluded to your husband earlier in the pod. Remind us, how long have you guys been together?
13 years.
13 years.
13 years.
That's
Wow,
awesome.
that is massive. And married for?
Married for 6.
6. Okay,
Yeah.
so you've got half and half going on.
Half and half.
Where? How did you meet?
We met in New York. We both were at the time living in New York. We were both working at restaurants that had like the same sort of ownership, so we were kind of acquaintances. And then we coincidentally ended up in acting class together.
Oh, wow! You'd be surprised how
Yeah.
many times this has come up on this pod.
Really?
People meeting and falling in love in acting classes.
Yeah.
Or actually, maybe I will say it's come up that people meet in acting classes. I would say you were an outlier in that you actually fell in love with someone that you met
Yeah,
in acting
yeah.
class. Were you scene partners? Did you fall in love?
We
in the scene?
actually weren't. We never did. We were not scene partners in class. But then there was a night where we all went to see a play and went to a little dive bar after, and he
And that'll
pulled
do
up
it.
next to me. And
This is beautiful.
that was it.
I know.
This is so beautiful. Kat's like, this guy's giant hog. And then Leah's like, it was really beautiful. Is that a
It was
play?
really
Yeah.
beautiful, and we kissed on my doorstep. And that was
Oh
yeah.
my
Wow,
God.
analog, all of it too. I love to hear that. So where in your history does your bad date story take place?
Well, I'm gonna go way back. Because I went to Sarah Lawrence College.
And there's where the little bit of bisexuality
I was
comes
gonna
into
say,
play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's where the tit comes
Yeah.
in.
Just the one.
Just the one. And so if you, I don't know if you know about, Sarah Lawrence is a super, like, the most liberal arts college there is.
Yeah.
And it is also mostly women. And when I was there, it's like 70% women, 30% men. And the percentage of men within that 30% who are straight men is much smaller. So it's kind of an insane place for a straight woman to go, because it is just like a bit of a bloodbath. And the men who are in that position get this like super inflated ego because it's just like they have access to
all the world's
all
resources.
the
Yeah.
resources. And so I'm from Ohio. I came from like a pretty just like suburban.
Whereabouts in Ohio?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Oh.
like suburban conservative. So coming to this place was like truly culture shock for me. I was pretty sheltered. Like I really, like, I was a virgin. And
It is a bit like you went straight from going. You were like attending an Applebee's, and now you've gone straight to Berghain in a lot of ways.
yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah,
Applebee's to Berghain.
That's amazing.
that's what it was. And I was really out of my element, and but I really wanted to date. Like I did want to, and so there were a few sort of like experiences where like these men would kind of, I shouldn't call them men, they were boys. They would like court me, and in these kind of grand ways. Like it would be like there was one guy who would leave these little like blocks in front of my door with little notes on them. And then another guy who would leave like these like beautiful, he was a poet, and he would leave like poems like on my dorm door.
What the hell?
There was another guy who like he would like stare at me across the quad.
Romantic.
He wore a beanie, and he
anyone writing
never
this
took it off.
down?
Yeah.
Like a quill.
But then they would like disappear. Like it would be like it'd be so intense, and then it would be like on to the next one.
You're describing sleep paralysis demons, not prospective dates. I have to say, he was staring at me from across the quad, and then suddenly he was gone.
And then it was gone, and I was like, "What is this? This is romance! Wow, this is a fairy tale."
Love bombers, right?
Love bomb. I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, love
And
And
bombing.
then
Bombing.
ghosting,
Back
I
then.
guess, to a certain
Wow.
degree. Right? So it's
Yeah.
kind of a medieval
Yeah.
ghosting.
But it was like nothing would even happen. Like I went on a date, and then it was like he would just and it was like then he was dating the girl who was in the next dorm over, and I was like, what did I do? So it was sort of towards the end of my freshman year when I had like this series of like being like, oh, this just like false starts.
Yeah.
And I was coming out of like a theater class, and this guy approaches me who I had never seen before. He didn't seem like he belonged at Sarah Lawrence. He was like kind of like a stocky, like he was shorter. He was like a little bit shorter than me, and he looked like a wrestler. Like Sarah Lawrence boys are sort of like emo artists, like like skinny white guys.
Yeah.
Your type.
Your type.
Criminal type. Yeah. I love those.
And I'm like, and he's like, he asked me on a date. He was like, do you want to go to dinner? And I wasn't attracted to him at all, but I was like, yes, please.
Again, such an unfortunate common refrain on this podcast is I wasn't attracted to him, but I said yes.
Yeah.
Well, if you show attention, I'm there.
I know.
Listen,
you buy me a shot, I'll make out with you.
Yeah. You're like,
You guys, you have to stop. There are straight men who listen to this podcast and they are getting the wrong idea. Okay? You have to stop.
Slap.
get out. This ends today.
So I go, yes, I would love to go on a date with you. And so he takes me to the diner, the like local diner. I think it was Apollo Diner or something. And I think he orders like fish or something like
Fish at a diner?
That's insane.
Oh my God.
That's where we draw the
And how many people has he filled?
This so sick.
So disgusting. And he starts sort of telling me about his life. He says that he's in this like open relationship. He has a girlfriend, but it's like an open relationship.
Well, he's just digging into halibut.
Well, he's
digging
really
into
tilapia.
And then he starts asking me, and then he literally would not stop talking about how much he loved rim jobs.
Wow. And this was how many years ago?
This was 2003.
Wow.
This is
They were really building them different
Urban
back at
Dictionary.
Sarah Lawrence,
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Licking the butthole.
Licking the
Licking the butthole.
Yeah.
He's kind of revolutionary. Too.
No, he kind of is. He was at the forefront.
Or the back front.
I didn't know.
Catbird.
I was so like mortified by it because I was a virgin. Like I literally had I didn't know what was going on. He's like, there's nothing better than a girl licking your butthole while
Wait, so he's not licking the butthole. He wanted you to lick his butthole.
Wow.
In
His fishy
2003?
asshole. His fishy butt.
He is gay.
It's amazing.
He's like, there's nothing better than getting a hand job while getting your butthole licked.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
I think. Guys, okay.
Where's the lie?
And that was it. Like I don't know. It's
that's a wild thing to bring up on a first date at a diner while eating fish.
Salmon.
Yeah.
Crazy
salmon.
So then we like go back, we walk back, like the dinner ends. And this is all I remember about it, is that's all he talked about. And he walks me back to my dorm, and then he like kisses me. And I didn't want that, but I didn't know how to say no. And it's just this like gross fit, like all I remember is like the smell and taste of like fish.
Oh God.
Oh.
What if you're like, I went back and I gave him a rim
And
job.
then I went back and gave him a rim job, and we dated for 7 more years.
And that's my husband.
Wow.
And that was the end of it. And then I never saw him again. But I did learn the next day, someone was like, oh, you went on a date with that guy? He has like a girl, like it's not an open relationship. And I was like,
so brazen.
So,
I mean, I guess
2003.
2003.
So it sounds like a man on a mission who's like, my girlfriend won't eat my ass and give me a hand job.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I have to outsource.
Yeah.
He picked the wrong girl.
I gotta say, I can't imagine what his asshole must have been like.
I mean, after Fish Diner,
I can't even.
Eating fish. It tastes like fish in the mouth. Tastes like dirty pennies down below. Just not.
dirty
Put
pennies.
that on the pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah, put that on a t-shirt.
Bad dates. Bad dates.
Turning to our last storyteller of the day, Audrey Stewart. You also alluded you're in a relationship right now. You have a boyfriend.
Yeah, I got a boyfriend. He's great. He's a good time. I love him. We've been together 2 years now.
2 years.
Which is great.
That's not nothing.
Yeah. Nothing.
And how did you meet?
He does stand-up comedy.
Oh, okay.
Till his old time.
Yeah.
You know, he was like the weirdest on the lineup. He was being so crazy. And everyone was like, this guy's weird. I was like, this guy's hot as shit. Yeah. So that was nuts.
And it works. And again, you're encouraging men now to do stand-up comedy, which I have a very strict rule against on this podcast, but I'll allow it today. Audrey, so what was your dating style before meeting this man? You mentioned some girlfriends. You mentioned some boyfriends.
I was absolutely unhinged. And I'll tell you what, I was in a relationship with a woman too for like over a year and stuff. She's awesome. She's cool. She's great. She did break up with me, out of nowhere, which means I was definitely the problem. I'm like, it came out of nowhere, which means it's like, I need to do some self-reflecting probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she was awesome. And then I kind of was brokenhearted after that. And I had never like had a full-blown like hookup spree. Like in college, I was like one of the last people in my sorority to lose their virginity, and they had like a party for me. So it's like I was like very kind of like not sexually, And so when she broke up with me, I was like, I'm gonna have sex with everyone. I went to a wedding like 2 weeks after
ground
she
zero.
broke up with me,
Yeah.
in Montana. And like
a lot of space.
There's only one. Yes, they say a lot of space.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of space to fuck around.
Yeah.
Spread out.
Yeah,
Really
force
spread
on around.
out.
Yeah.
That should be their motto, their state motto.
Yeah.
Montana,
Spread
a lot of space
Lot
to
of
fuck
space.
around.
That's incredible. But yeah, and so the best man, he's like a firefighter guy.
Wow.
And he's single. I'm single. And I'm like so like transparent with him. And I was like, I would love to have sex with you this evening.
Wow.
And he was like literally like, oh yeah. And I was like,
We could do
great.
that.
You just
So, like,
handshake,
See how easy it can be?
dab it up.
And we did it after the welcome party. So it was late at night and we went into the woods.
Wow.
And it was very like, we wrestled and had sex.
Oh, my
like a lot
God.
of wrestling and like.
You sound like a Greek myth right now. Like,
Yeah, a lot of wrestling and sex. And then he goes, this was crazy of me, but I was crazy. And he was like, hey, that was a lot of fun. You should come. He's an Aspen firefighter. He lives in Aspen. He goes, you should.
is there a lot of fires in Aspen?
I don't know.
No, and he ended up being a volunteer one, so he was crying the entire time.
He's like,
But,
wow.
Yeah,
Aspen,
Yeah.
Aspen, North Dakota.
yeah, Aspen, North Dakota. Yeah. And he goes, well, why don't you come stay with me? And like fly out and stay with me. And I go, that's great. And I was like, I have a few days. I booked my flight for a few days. He was like, you should stay with me for like 2 weeks. I was like,
Whoa.
yeah. And then
Did you agree to that?
Oh yeah, and I went out there immediately, and I stayed with him. And
So he was appealing to the lesbian part of you in that moment.
I think, yeah.
It was all very confusing. He was a straight man operating like a lesbian.
Yes,
Yeah,
you got the U-Haul out right away.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
coming with me.
Oh yeah. We went. So I went there, and he has like 6 roommates, and I go, okay,
Oh.
guess I'm staying 2 weeks in Aspen with 6 roommates. And then they're like, a lot of them are women, and they're kind of like, I feel like he's done this a lot because they're kind of looking at me.
Oh my God,
weird.
he's adding. He wanted you to move in.
He's collecting
He's
me.
collecting, yeah.
He's collecting me for more half off rent.
You were about to be in your own Sarah Lawrence sex club.
Yeah.
So true. I know. I tell this story, and I'm like, and you guys are like, that was the same.
We all had to wear the same outfit. It was weird.
Yeah, they all had the same haircuts and tracksuits. It was weird. But yeah, so then we're like hooking up. It's fine, whatever. We decided to go camping, and we're taking a Subaru. Maybe he really was a lesbian. We took
my
his
God.
Subaru.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we
No,
went.
I mean, we are sort of inventing a new game on the podcast, which is lesbian or serial killer. Because it really is like, you can just like little details here and there really do tip it in either direction. Because it's like, he got really intense really soon, owns a Subaru, wanted to bring me out into the woods.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah.
there's
With
really
tools,
only two
there's
things.
two options.
He's either emotionally like sort of overwhelming you or is about to murder you.
Yes. So it's gonna get, and the game is gonna get even more fun for everybody because
Okay, wow.
so we start driving up, like he's taking the Subaru on like the Rockies. Like we're going up. I'm like, is this even that durable? You know? And we go up there.
Am I going to die? But can this car take rocks?
Yeah. And we packed alcohol because I thought if I'm going to camp, I'm going to be drunk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Camp sober? What is that?
No way.
You know?
With a man you barely know in the wilderness.
Oh, yeah, with a man I barely know.
Yeah, the tracks, yeah.
So
But he
likes to wrestle.
likes to wrestle. Well, so he flips a switch.
Oh my
Something
gosh.
flips, and he goes, and I dropped a piece of trash in his Subaru, and he looks at me, and it was on accident. He goes, I guess we're just trashing the Subaru. And at this moment, like everything flipped, and he was getting so weird. And then we like pitched a tent and stuff, and I was like, thinking we were gonna have sex, and he was like, thinking we're gonna have sex, and he was like, I don't think we should hook up anymore. And he goes like,
At the start of the camping trip.
Yep. He goes, you're developing feelings for me. And I go, what? And he goes, and I actually can't drink. I don't think I should be drunk right now.
Oh my God.
This is so crazy. And I gotta say, I would have been out the minute he referred to his car as the Subaru.
The Subaru, yeah.
That is a behavior pattern that I don't appreciate in anyone.
The Subaru.
It's your car.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
And he had a loaded gun. And yeah, you guys, it's
Dude, what the hell?
Audrey!
Hey, Dad, if you're listening, turn off the radio.
Whoa.
Yeah, because he was like, there's a lot of, like, we were in the woods, and he was trying to be like firefighting, but it was really scary. And there's not service. Like, yeah, the serial killer thing is becoming.
Yeah.
And like the flipping of the switch. So then it's like so awkward.
But how
and
many
then we
days?
have like,
How many days were you meant to be camping?
like 4. And then we ended up cutting it after that. We like went back.
Yeah.
Before
And-
the night ended.
Yeah. No, we slept through the night sober.
You're
with
awake
a gun.
the whole night.
Yes,
just
with a
like
gun.
eyes open.
Eyes open. But we have mutual friends.
Oh,
So
well.
in my head, I'm like, he's not going to kill me, surely.
Yeah, because we have
Unless
mutuals.
unless they all wanted me dead, and they're like, she's annoying in the friend group. Take her.
Take her out.
Take her out.
If only mutuals were all it took.
It was all it took. But essentially, basically, then we went back to his whatever. I had 2 more days. I'm broke. I can't switch my flight. What is the change fee on United? Come on now.
Yeah.
So like we end up just like hanging as friends. He's so weird. It's like the worst experience of my life. And then instead of hooking up, one time we went on a run together. We just started like he looked at me. We like rested. He just started wrestling with me. And then I just started wrestling with him. But we're like wrestling, and we're not hooking up. We're just wrestling.
This is that's like 15-year-old closeted gay
nervous.
boy behavior.
Yes.
Is that like when you don't know what else to do with your sexual frustration, so you just wrestle?
Yeah.
There's a safety there. Who won?
Yeah.
I think probably me, right?
Elliot.
I pinned him down. He just comes. Yeah.
It's hard for me to describe you as a winner in this situation, Audrey. I have to be honest with you. So what would you say you learned from that has sort of steered you into the arms of an alt comic in LA?
Well, I told him immediately. I was like, just so you know, when we started dating, I was like, I'm not wrestling you. And he was like, all right.
Bad dates.
Wow, what an incredible 3 tales that we were just subjected to. Traumatized by. Very, very fun. Listen, that is the pod. Cat Bird.
Yes.
Where can the people find you? What are you doing these days?
Yes, so you can find me at Catbird Comedy on Instagram. I also just started my own little podcast called Side Boob Pod, and it's really fun. So check that out. It's on Instagram. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Leah Rudick, where can the people find you, and what are you doing these days?
You can find me on Instagram, Leah Rudick. I think it's Leah_Rudick. Or on TikTok. I'm on. I have some tour dates coming up, which are on Instagram or my website, leahrudick.com.
Amazing. Check her out. Audrey Stewart, what are you doing these days? Where can the people find you?
Yeah, you can find me at Audrey Stew is art. It's like Audrey Stewart, but I'm art. But it's anyways. You can find it there, and you can see my website, my TikTok. I got some dates coming up too, but please come. I really
Please.
need
Her
you.
website
Check
is don'twrestleme.com.
Yeah, WrestleMe.
Please,
I don't
incredible.
wrestle.
Your album cover needs to be you in a singlet.
Literally with the headpiece.
Yeah. Mouth gear, all of it. So this is, thank you guys, all of you, for joining us today. Again, if you have a story of your own that you'd like to share with the pod, or a piece of advice that you'd like to be answered, or a compatibility question you'd like me to ask my panel, the email address is baddatespod@gmail.com. Drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. And if you liked what you heard today, please go and give us a rating and review wherever you are listening to this podcast. It helps people find the pod. And yeah, that's all the business I have for today. I'm Joel Kim Booster. I'll see you next week with more tales of bad dates. Bye-bye.
Bad Dates is a production of Smartless Media, created by Robert Cohen. Executive producers are Robert Cohen and Stuart Bailey. Produced, edited, and engineered by Devin Torrey Bryan. Produced by Ann Harris. Edited by Kyle McGraw. Associate producer is Maddie McCann. Social media producer is Tommy Galgano. Executive producers are Sean Hayes, Will Arnett, and Jason Bateman. Executive producers for Smartless Media are Richard Corson and Bernie Kaminsky. Music by Kushi and Eben Schletter. If you've had a bad date or would like our advice on any dating issues, please tell us about it at baddatespod@gmail.com or call us at 984-265-3283. That's 984-265-3283. That's all for this week. We will be back for more
Bad Dates.